What's up guys, this is Brian. In this tutorial I am going to show you how to do some morphs using the morph action. This is a face I created within the last several days, and I've got it all rigged. We can manipulate all these aspects of the face, but since Halloween is coming up, I decided I wanted to try to morph this face into something a little bit more scary, while it's being animated. So it's laughing or talking and changing expressions. I'd like the face to morph into something a little bit more spooky for Halloween. So let's get started. Okay, so the first step I think for this is to go ahead and import the image or select the tracing image, which is I already selected it, so I'm just going to show it here because I already selected it. But I'm going to have my face hopefully morph into this old man, this old angry looking man. I'm planning to do a series of two morphs in this animation, but this will be the first one. So let's get started. I'm going to start moving the shape objects of the face I created into the shape of this old man using the action tools. First, let's get these images aligned. I'm going to select my character, and we're at frame 0. I'm just going to try to align these as much as possible. Now, if you've never worked with morphs before, here is a quick rundown on that. So if I let's just select my face layer, and then I'm going to go to the actions window here, and I'm going to say new action, and I'll just call this old man, and then it starts you out at frame 1. So you can grab a point. This is just going to be a quick review of how morphs work. You can grab a point, select the translate button, and just click to add yourself a keyframe there. You go to frame 1. This is where the morph will take place. So you can do anything to any points on this layer. So let's say we just do that. So that's our action, right? You go back to the main window, and then you go down the timeline, and you want to insert a reference of that morph. Then you can go, you're still selected on your face layer. You can go to your old man. Oops, I said old man. You can right click on it and then say insert reference. And what it does is it adds the morph instantly over one frame. So you're at frame 72 is where I put the morph in, and then you go one frame over, the morph takes place. Boom. It happens very quick. But if you go take those arrows for that frame, for that second frame, and you move it along, you can morph that vector over many frames, so it moves slowly. So that's how morphs work. Now I'd like you to keep that morph on your timeline because we can come back to it and see how it's working after we've done further edits on our action. So go back and double click your action. I renamed mine Old Man Morph, and here's that morph with the face all distorted. Goes from there to there. So let's stay on this frame 1, and we're going to just fix it so that this morph looks better. So you know what? I actually goofed. What we actually need to do is scale my original drawing to the size of the head of the old man. So that'll make it easier to do this morph. Let's do that. Right there. Okay, now let's make our morph. Okay, let's see how this looks. Let's go to the main timeline. We'll just go out to frame 12 or so. Let's reference our old man morph. There it is. Let's move over time. We'll go to maybe frame 48. Take off the tracing image. How does it look? There it goes. So basically the nose and the rest of the face. All right, we'll get going on the other characteristics. So that's it in a nutshell for these morphs. I'm going to do the same thing with all the facial features, and we should be able to see a nice morph. So let me go ahead and get going on the rest of the features. I should note that the other layers, like the ears and the hair and all the artwork that is done on separate layers, a new morph will need to be created for those. I was seeing if I could do it on the same one, but it won't allow you to do that. So you'll need to make an old man morph for the other layers as well, and then reference those. The hair is going to be the most dramatic change, so that'll be the most difficult. It's going to have to change color and change pretty dramatically in the shape. So I'll get going with that. Actually, I want to do something kind of special with the hair because I want our character to morph into an old person like he never really got a haircut. Like he just continued to grow and grow and grow until he got very old. Well, why would that person get a haircut if it was growing in the span of, 5 seconds? So I'd like to just make this hair longer, so I'm going to have to get creative with the hair on my own. All right, so there's the hair. Looks kind of old and nasty. He never got a haircut. We'll add that to the timeline and see how it works with the other morph. Okay, let's play it. That looks pretty good. He's growing into an old yucky something. Okay, I do need to fix that. It looks like the face. I think we'll grow the top of the head because the face and the hair didn't match up. Let's do that. There we go. That looks great. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same process for the eyes, the brows, the other lines, and then also the mouth. And to give him more wrinkles on the face, I might have to add wrinkles to the original artwork, which is fine. So I may do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you the final result. One thing to note as I do the mouth, I'm moving the mask of the mouth first, but notice that the old man is already sort of frowning. I don't want to change the shape of this mouth. I just want to move the position of it, because if I change the shape, it'll mess up all the other actions I did for modifying the emotion in the mouth, the smiles, the frowns, and all the other actions, smart bone actions that I did on the mouth. So I just want to move the shape of the mouth to where it is, because I can always animate the frown and the emotion in the mouth. So some of this is trial and error, but what I noticed after I did the morph of the mouth, when the mouth is fully open, you can see the mask didn't quite move down far enough. So, but that's all I really need to do. I go back to the mask of the mouth and change that action, the morph. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I got the mouth to work in pretty much most of the positions. So as the new morph character. So that'll be great. Now I'm going to do the eyes. Okay, so I followed the same process for the eyes, the brows, and the lines of the eye. Next, I'm going to add some additional lines to the face to convey the aging. Okay, so to do the extra lines that the old man gets on his face as he ages, I'm going to just add it to my character's face at frame 0, and I'm going to put it in the layer with my brow and extra lines by the eyes, with the extra lines that I put by the eyes. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to do is make these lines, these extra lines, invisible at frame 0, so that way they're not present on my original artwork's layers. Alright guys, this is the final version of this character morphing. Here it is. Looks pretty good. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you liked about it or what you'd like to see in the future. And if you'd like to see more videos, go ahead and subscribe. Take care.